Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think.
Him down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Tua now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Our 2 quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award, but it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray's Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. Looking to pass. Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the gun, it's Tua. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Isaiah Simmons in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Kenyon Drake certainly kind of a little more keyed up for this one. Remember, he was traded by the Dolphins to the Cardinals at midseason last year in the middle of the Dolphins restructuring, shall we say. And in 3.5 years in South Florida, Drake ran for better than 1,500 yards with 15 total touchdowns.
That's good.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A multiple-time Pro Bowler Eric Berry, the one who came charging up to make the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First up, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very... Very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
At the 32-yard
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Max Williams.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Murray gets this one to Isabella.
past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So Miami coming out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 and now on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 16 yards, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
McMillan on the tackle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
on 2nd and 9. Murray eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. But now it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Grant. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Kenyon Drake in the Arizona offense to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Drake, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Raekwon McMillan on the tackle.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray, rolling to his right. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Throwing out a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A well-executed 22-yard gain at the 34-yard.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. No! I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On the move to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Dolphins have got it.
Byron Jones.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the... And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called? And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. First half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Defense.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Murray to air it out again. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
First and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
Devontae Parker, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Joey Sly.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
To Mike Gesicki.
25 yards that time.
25 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And the pass complete to Enunwa. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Simmons on the tackle.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Tua going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
At the 5-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done.
And he's into the clear. Jakeem Grant, room to run at the 50. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. On second down, a run with Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Vailoa's pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass. Intended for Quincy Enunwa.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yard.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
39-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete.
33 yards that time.
First and goal, Miami.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jannard Avery in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Rashawn Gary. Tua Tagovailoa sack.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 40.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
What's the deal, y'all?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Isaiah Simmons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to pass. Tua, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. And 10. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Miami set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Parker, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Murphy.
2 and a throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll find Parker again, complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Taking a risk here early in the new year. They're going to go for it. One final try for Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
17.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.